Hey everyone, it's Brittany. Welcome back to my channel. Today's super quick tutorial is all about filling in your eyebrows, and this will obviously change for everyone, but I get a ton of questions on mine, so I wanted to show you guys how I do my natural brow routine. So these are my brows without anything done to them. Obviously, I don't have a ton of issues, but I do have some areas that I like to especially fill in, like the corners of my brows where I don't really grow hair very much, and I also just want to even out the bottom of my brow. So you basically just want to figure out what you need to correct, and then I'm just going to brush them through with a little spoolie to make them easier to work with. I will be using a brow pencil from Annabelle because I love filling in my brows with pencils, but you could use powder, it's totally up to you. And basically, I first start with the outer part of my eyebrows. So right after the arch of my brow, I'm going to just brush down the hairs so I can see where I need to connect the arch to the very end of my brow. And after connecting the arch to the end of the brow, I just filled in a couple little sparse areas, and then I'll go ahead and move on to the bottom. So I'll brush the hairs up to see where I kind of need to connect the front of my brow to the end of my brow. So underneath my arch, I'm just going to kind of continue along the same shape and connect it to the end of the brow. And if you have other sparse areas, by all means fill them in, and then you can go ahead and do it to the other side. So I'm doing the exact same thing. I will fill in the areas that don't have any hair, I'll connect the arch to the end of my brow, and then I will do the exact same thing on the bottom so that I have a nice clean line connecting the beginning of my brow on the bottom to the very end. Make sure it tapers out as well, and then you can go ahead and brush any hairs to see if you might need to trim some at the top. This works better after you've filled in the majority of your brows. So I like to brush them directly up and take a little pair of like mini scissors with rounded ends so that you don't like accidentally stab yourself. And then I just cut anything that goes above the line of my eyebrow, and that just takes some of the bulk away and makes them look nicer. And then I go ahead and work on the front end, which I don't need to do too much to, but I basically just make the line a little bit more even so that there's not any weird bumpy areas. And this next step is probably very familiar if you guys watch a lot of my videos, because I always use this in makeup tutorials, and this is a clear brow gel. I love this one from Essence because it's extremely affordable, and basically it keeps your eyebrow hairs in place all day. You can see the difference. I feel like it looks so much more well groomed, and I basically brush up the hairs in the front and then out to the side and downwards towards the end. It just looks so much nicer. I love how they turn out this way. Of course, this routine will change for everybody because you might not have as much eyebrow hairs as I do, which is totally fine. You just need to work at it and find a shape that flatters your face the most. So hopefully this helped you guys out. I know I don't do too much to my brows. It is very natural, but it's what works for me. So hopefully you guys liked it. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.